Alright, Bobby Gaines here with Game 2 of the World Series, following up on last night's disappointing defeat as the Royals ended up winning the game in 14 innings against the Mets 5-4. Right now the Royals lead 4-1 in this game as DeGrom was not his usual self, and right now the Mets are looking at the very real possibility that they could be going back to Citi Field down 2-0. So obviously a big blow to the Mets losing that first game. This game, Cueto's just had his good stuff going. It's hard to really, you want to see more from the Mets, obviously, but when a pitcher's as good as Cueto can be, you're not surprised when he turns it on, as he has right now, only giving up 1 run in 8 innings to this point. 7 innings as we're in the top of the 8th. So, again, this inning will determine a lot. Hopefully the Mets can get another run or two, because, the Royals' bullpen is still pretty formidable. Now, the good news, if there is such a thing, is that Wade Davis, the brilliant closer for the Royals, went 2 innings yesterday, so maybe he's not available, as Conforto hits that one deep to center. Lorenzo Cain makes the catch for the first out. So, Wade Davis, you probably won't face him, although with Cueto at 101 pitches in the 8th inning, we'll see if Cueto can get to the 9th, but the way he's pitching now, I almost think he can. Cueto's been really good right now. Only Royals started to pitch in the 8th inning over the last 2 postseasons. Well, that's pretty good. That's the thing about the Royals. Cueto's really dealing tonight, but for the most part, they're not known for their starting pitching, the Royals. They're known for their bullpen and for their timely hitting. I actually thought that was a strike, but whatever. 1-0 to Flores, who's 0 for 2. Seems like all the Mets are 0 for something, except for Lucas Duda, who has 2 hits. That one is low. Herrera warming up in the pen. That was probably my guess for who would get the 9th inning for the Royals if they need him. Herrera, the first pitcher out of that bullpen, and Ned Yost looks excited as ever to maybe win the second game of the World Series. That one is hit and caught by Moustakas. Wow, that was quick. So 2 quick outs for the Mets, who are kind of proving my point right now that Cueto's just on his game, and that's what makes losing Game 1 all the more devastating, because you had a chance there to go up 1-0 and maybe split going back to Citi Field. Instead, you're looking at being down 2-0 to the Royals in the series, and anything can happen, I realize that, but it's just, the Royals are, whether they're winning or losing, it seems like the Royals are always in games, so it's probably best to get a lead on them if you can, but I don't know. The Royals have been obviously one of the best teams in baseball all year, the best team in the American League, so it's not a surprise to me that they're on the verge of winning the first 2 games of the series. Now, unlike the Cubs, who lost 4 straight to the Mets, at least I've seen more from the Mets in these first 2 games, especially last night. They really... The way the Mets played last night tells me that even if the Mets go down 2-0, at least it'll be a series. I'm hoping it's not a sweep either way. Well, obviously it can only be a sweep in Kansas City's favor. That one is back to the mound. Oh, man, it's going to be close. He is out. So nothing doing that inning. That was a chance for maybe a cheap hit, but no doing. Mets are very most likely going down 2-0 as we go to the bottom of the 8th and beyond, with the Mets trailing by 3. And Cueto just doing his thing.